Have you ever stood beside someone who smiled at you, spoke kindly, and acted warm, yet something inside you whispered that something wasn't right? That quiet discomfort, that uneasy instinct, that sense of hidden darkness behind the mask of friendliness, those feelings are rarely wrong. Carl Jung, one of the greatest explorers of the human mind, called this unseen darkness the shadow. The shadow is the hidden side of us, the part we deny and repress, but that still leaks out in how we treat others. When someone feels hatred, envy, or resentment, they don't usually admit it. They hide it, but never completely. The signs are subtle, yet if you pay attention, they're unmistakable. And today, on the Stoic Flame, we'll uncover 8 silent signs that reveal when someone close to you secretly harbors hostility, no matter how perfectly they try to hide it. Stay until the end, because the final sign is the most dangerous one. And once you see it, you'll never see certain people the same way again. Let's begin with the first sign: contempt disguised as irony. Some people will never insult you directly. They prefer to hide behind sarcasm, jokes, or playful teasing that cuts deeper than it should. They'll say something that stings, then laugh it off with, "Relax, I was only joking." They'll call you sensitive or accuse you of not being able to take humor. This tactic is cruel because it makes you doubt your own perception. But the truth is, when jokes consistently target the same weakness, the same topic, it's not humor anymore. It's hostility wearing a mask. Jung said that what we reject within ourselves often reappears as judgment toward others. So when someone repeatedly mocks something about you, they're revealing what they secretly despise about themselves. The second sign is hidden sabotage. When someone feels threatened by your growth, they won't always attack directly. They'll do it quietly, through forgetfulness, misleading advice, or accidental mistakes. Maybe they forget to tell you something important, or give you wrong information at just the wrong time. Once could be coincidence. But when these moments repeat, especially when your success is at stake, it's no accident. Jung believed that people who can face their own failures unconsciously try to pull others down to avoid feeling inferior. Sabotage often wears the disguise of carelessness, but if it happens too often, it's a message: I don't want you to rise higher than me. The third sign is silent competition. You'll notice it when every time you share a win, they respond with one of their own, or something slightly bigger. You tell them you've achieved something meaningful, and they immediately shift the spotlight back onto themselves. Instead of congratulating you, they say, "That's nice. I've done something similar." Their joy for you is short-lived because deep down, your success feels like a threat to their self-worth. Jung wrote that the traits we envy in others often reflect what we haven't yet developed within ourselves. So when someone competes with you constantly, it's because your light reminds them of their own darkness. The fourth sign is superficial support. These people pretend to be happy for you, but the warmth is missing. Their words say, "I'm proud of you," but their tone is cold, their body language stiff, their enthusiasm forced. When you struggle, they disappear. When you win, they act indifferent. Real support feels alive. It's spontaneous, warm, and genuine. False support feels mechanical. If someone only appears when it benefits them or vanishes when you need them most, that's not friendship. It's a silent withdrawal of care. Jung described this as emotional dissociation, a psychological split where people disconnect from empathy to protect their ego. Over time, you'll see it clearly. The people who truly care will celebrate your rise. Those who resent you will shrink from your light. The fifth sign is control disguised as care. This one is tricky. It often comes from people who claim to act out of love. They criticize your choices, question your decisions, and try to steer your life for your own good. But their advice doesn't empower you. It weakens you. They make you feel dependent, uncertain, or small. Genuine guidance strengthens you. Hidden control makes you doubt yourself. Jung taught that those who cannot manage their inner chaos often try to control the world around them. So if someone's care always leaves you feeling trapped, it's not care. It's control wearing a gentle face. The sixth sign is gossip and criticism behind your back. When someone resents you but can't confront you, They'll turn to others instead. They'll spread half-truths, subtle lies, or passive-aggressive remarks that slowly poison how people see you. You may not notice it right away, but one day, you'll feel a shift. Certain people start avoiding you, conversations grow colder, and trust quietly erodes. That's when you realize the damage has already been done. People who gossip about you reveal their own insecurities. Jung said that the urge to discredit others is often an unconscious attempt to escape one's own self-hatred. In tearing down others, they try to rise from the ruins of their own inadequacy. The seventh sign is their inability to celebrate your success. Watch closely. When someone truly cares about you, your victories bring them joy. When someone secretly resents you, your victories bring them discomfort. They'll smile, but it won't reach their eyes. They'll change the subject, offer lukewarm praise, or minimize your achievement. They'll say things like, "It's not that big of a deal," or, "I've done something like that too." These are not harmless comments. They're signs of inner conflict. Your success mirrors their unfulfilled desires. It reminds them of everything they've failed to achieve. And rather than face that pain, they try to pull your joy down to their level. And now, the final and most revealing sign: nonverbal tension. Words can lie, but the body cannot. Hidden hostility leaks through the smallest cracks. A forced smile, a tightened jaw, a sudden silence, or eyes that avoid yours at the exact moment they should connect. The body speaks the truth the mouth refuses to admit. You might notice their shoulders stiffen when you talk about something good in your life, or their tone change when they compliment you. Jung wrote that the body and the unconscious never lie. Even when the conscious mind wears a perfect mask, the body betrays the truth underneath. So if you feel a quiet tension, an unspoken discomfort when you're with someone, trust it. Your intuition is your early warning system. It often knows the truth long before your mind catches up. The hidden hostility of others can be painful to see, but recognizing it frees you. Once you learn to trust your perception, you stop chasing approval from those who secretly wish you harm. You start surrounding yourself with authenticity instead of pretense. Remember, awareness is protection. The Stoics taught that peace is not found in controlling others, but in mastering your own reactions. Let people reveal themselves through their jokes, their silences, their gestures. You don't have to expose them. Just observe, understand, and quietly detach. Because in the end, truth always surfaces. Masks always slip. And when they do, you'll stand there calm, centered, and unshaken. Because you saw it long before they thought you did. This is the Stoic flame, where we turn awareness into strength and silence into wisdom.